And here we are coming upon a reservoir, and before you is the levee that holds the water. And as you can see, as we dip down here, the road level is rather similar to what is envisioned for Ballona Wetlands, to have a levee all around the area that they plan on digging out. And as you can see, we can no longer see Ballona, or what would be Ballona off to our left, any more than you can see the reservoir that is there in this location. And the area is filled with grasses and not bushes or trees, in order that the area can be scrutinized for any potential animals or rodents that might be burrowing into it, which might cause it to fail. So the federal laws disallow for bushes and trees for those reasons, for easier inspection. And so the roots don't interfere also with the levee itself. And this is a little different because we're right there is the actual dam area for this location. But as we come up, you can see that the water level, which would be like Ballona during a heavy fill, the contractors have stated that the water would come up to the edges of the upper edges of all the levees. Another angle on the berm so you can get a sense of a car next to it. And as you can see, it is all grasses. So here's the levee here, and you can see someone walking along the top. Steps going up. We're figuring on the size. And like the one at Ballona, most levees have, if not all of them, have roads along the top for access, as is seen here. Imagine, if you will, also that throughout most of the year, if this were Ballona, it would be dry down below. Creatures would be moving in, moles, voles, things like that, burrowing in. And then the odds of someone notifying them that a storm was coming aren't good. And as the consultants have shown, the water will come up, likely as it does here, all the way to the berm, which they've shown in different diagrams, and everything down below would drown. Imagine, if you will, things that were living down below during the dry season, and then as the water moves in, you have this. Different types of berms and how they are constructed, and here you can see, at least on the outside, the rock wall. At Ballona, There are different ideas floating as to what would be within the berm, but likely some sort of structural elements. As you can see, these types of levees are quite massive, and the amount of habitat that it will displace is large. It will not allow for habitat to be on it because the levees need to be maintained for their integrity, which animal control has to be on alert, if you will, for inspections to make sure that you don't have any rodents burrowing into these areas that may then cause a breach that would then grow through time, and hence why you have all the grasses, so that they can be inspected regularly. And you also don't have any tree roots that may also breach the integrity. So when you're talking about introducing new levees all around Ballona, you're talking about introducing something that will destroy habitat from a standpoint of even having it be land available as habitat. It won't be. This levee happens to be up in Eugene, Oregon, and it is man-made, was created to hold the reservoir waters.